No matter how the US is trying to clean its image, this one truth they cannot hide from the world. Stay tuned as we are going to reveal how the US government destroyed black families. A survey's stark findings unveiled a glaring disparity in family structures between black and white children in the United States. According to the survey, a staggering 67% of black children under the age of 18 reside in households without fathers, while in stark contrast, only 24% of white children experience a similar situation. This discrepancy shines a harsh light on the fractured family dynamics prevalent in the black community. These figures are emblematic of a broader societal issue with far-reaching consequences. The absence of fathers in the lives of so many black children can have profound effects on their upbringing, emotional well-being, and future prospects. It often contributes to a lack of role models, financial instability, and limited access to essential resources. Understanding the roots of this disparity requires delving into historical, economic, and social factors that have shaped these family dynamics. It underscores the critical need for targeted interventions and support systems that address the unique challenges faced by black families, striving to strengthen family bonds and provide opportunities for stability and growth. The survey's findings serve as a sobering reminder of the complex issues surrounding family structures in America, calling for a comprehensive and compassionate approach to addressing the root causes and providing support to those who need it most. Unearthing the truth hidden in historical data and the enduring battle to protect black family bonds. Join us on a journey to unveil the startling realities of a narrative concealed for so long, one that exposes the systemic challenges faced by black families and questions the intentions behind decades of policies in the United States. Historical data reveals a poignant narrative of transformation within black families over the years, highlighting the evolution of their social fabric. In the past, black families exhibited notably stronger bonds, characterized by resilience, unity, and a deep sense of community. These close-knit family structures were often forged in the crucible of adversity, as black communities navigated through the challenges of slavery, segregation, and widespread racial discrimination. Despite the daunting odds they faced, many black families managed to thrive through mutual support, reliance on extended kinship networks, and a collective determination to surmount adversity. These historical family bonds served as a source of emotional strength and resilience, nurturing generations through the harshest of circumstances. However, over time, various social, economic, and policy shifts have impacted the cohesion of black families. Factors such as urbanization, deindustrialization, and the expansion of welfare programs have brought about changes in family dynamics. These changes include increased single-parent households and a decline in the percentage of black children growing up with both parents. Understanding this historical trajectory underscores the importance of recognizing the complex interplay of historical legacies, societal changes, and systemic challenges in shaping family structures within the black community. It also emphasizes the need for supportive policies, economic opportunities, and social initiatives aimed at strengthening and preserving the family bonds that were once a hallmark of black resilience in the face of adversity. The expansion of the welfare state in the United States played a complex and contentious role in reshaping black family structures over time. While welfare programs were designed to provide financial assistance to those in need, their unintended consequences had a profound impact on black families. But how did this rule, seemingly benign, cast a haunting spell over black families, driving fathers away and fostering single parenthood? As economic tides shifted, what challenges did they bring, and how did they shape the destiny of families? And when the winds of welfare reform blew, what eerie transformations began, leaving us to wonder about the unintended consequences that followed. One key element was the incentivization of single motherhood through certain welfare policies. The man in the house rule, for example, discouraged the presence of men in households receiving assistance. This rule inadvertently promoted single-parent households, as women risked losing their benefits if they married or cohabited with a working man. As a result, many black fathers were pushed out of their own homes, disrupting family cohesion. Moreover, welfare programs provided financial support, but often failed to address the root causes of poverty. They did not offer comprehensive solutions to help families escape the cycle of poverty. This in turn perpetuated economic instability and reliance on government assistance. The unintended consequences of these policies contributed to the breakdown of traditional family structures within the black community. They fostered a reliance on welfare over self-sufficiency and hindered the ability of families to build stable and prosperous lives. While the welfare state aimed to provide a safety net for those in need, Its impact on Black family structures underscores the importance of carefully crafted policies that consider the broader societal implications and the unintended consequences they may bring. Addressing poverty and family dynamics requires a more comprehensive approach that goes beyond financial assistance to promote self-sufficiency and family stability. Discriminatory policies like the man in the house rule wielded a profound influence on family dynamics within the Black community, effectively incentivizing single-mother households and discouraging marriage. This rule, implemented by various welfare programs, particularly during the mid-20th century, had devastating consequences on the structure of Black families. The man in the house rule stipulated that if a working man lived in the household, it jeopardized the welfare benefits of the family. This meant that women who relied on government assistance faced a stark choice: either have a man in the house and risk losing financial support, or maintain single-parent households and secure their benefits. Understandably, many women chose the latter option to secure their family's economic stability. Consequently, this policy inadvertently undermined the institution of marriage within the Black community. This discriminatory policy rested on harmful stereotypes about Black families and perpetuated the idea that Black fathers were inherently undesirable or that their presence was incompatible with financial assistance. It not only discouraged marriage, but also fostered a cycle of single-parent households that had long-lasting consequences for the welfare of Black children. These policies, rooted in prejudice and misunderstanding, played a pivotal role in shaping family structures within the Black community. Recognizing the harmful impact of such discriminatory rules underscores the importance of equitable and inclusive policies that support family stability and self-sufficiency rather than inadvertently promoting the dissolution of marriages and family bonds. Economic shifts and deindustrialization in the United States had a profoundly disproportionate impact on job opportunities for Black men, perpetuating systemic inequalities and contributing to the transformation of family structures within the Black community. Historically, Black men had been significantly employed in manufacturing industries, particularly in cities like Detroit, where manufacturing was a cornerstone of the local economy. However, as the nation underwent economic shifts and transitioned away from manufacturing towards more technology-driven and service-based sectors, job opportunities for Black men began to dwindle. Deindustrialization led to the closure of many factories and the disappearance of well-paying manufacturing jobs, which disproportionately affected Black communities. This shift left many Black men, who often lacked access to higher education and specialized skills, with limited alternatives for stable employment. The consequences of these economic changes not only impacted individual livelihoods, but also had far-reaching effects on family structures. The decline in job opportunities for Black men contributed to financial instability within households, making it increasingly challenging for them to fulfill traditional roles as providers for their families. This, in turn, played a role in the rise of single-parent households, as women sometimes became the primary breadwinners when suitable employment for men was scarce. Welfare reform in the 1990s marked a significant movement in U.S. social policy. This shift was driven by the desire to address bad stereotypes associated with welfare recipients and to encourage self-sufficiency, particularly among single mothers. This shift was motivated by the intention to address negative preconceptions associated with welfare recipients and to promote self-sufficiency in the workforce. The passing of the Personal Responsibility and Work Opportunity Reconciliation Act of 1996 RWORA, which is more frequently referred to as welfare reform, was a defining moment for this change. One of the primary goals of the welfare reform movement was to combat the widespread stigmas that had been attached to those who received aid from the government by dispelling common misconceptions about them. There was a prevalent belief that those who received welfare were unwilling to work and were dependent on public assistance indefinitely. This was a misperception. As a direct response to the criticism, the proposed reform sought to make the welfare system into one that placed a greater emphasis on employment as a path to economic autonomy. The Parental Responsibility and Work Opportunity Reconciliation Act IPRWORA imposed tougher work requirements, notably on lone mothers, making it obligatory for them to secure employment within a predetermined amount of time after beginning to collect benefits. The change incentivized welfare beneficiaries to transfer from welfare to employment, which fostered monetary autonomy and reduced long-term reliance on government aid. In addition, it limited the amount of time that users could receive monetary assistance, which served as an additional incentive for them to find employment.